Okay, so the first card you've got for your past is this Page of Wands. Yeah, just, if you look at this page, he's looking up the top of this wand. He's looking up. He's not looking backwards. He's not looking across. He's looking up toward the sky, up toward the top of the wand. So what I'm getting with you is it's this feeling of, I've moved past all that. I've moved past all that. I've moved forward inside myself. That's what I'm getting. My opinions, my feelings, all of that, I've moved on. And yeah, I think especially over this last year, you've shifted a lot. You've changed a lot in your feelings and your opinions. And they differ a lot from other people. And a lot of people have changed this year. It's a huge year of changes for everyone. But I think for you, you've really changed quite a lot. And I think a lot of people around you, there's a little bit of stress there. Not stress, but it just feels like, a lot of people around you haven't changed. That's what I'm getting, or that's how you feel. And there's always been a gap there. There's always been a gap there between you and a lot of people around you, especially your family. And it's widened, I think, even more this year. You've got different opinions, you've got different ways, you've got different ideas, different feelings about things. I think you're very different spiritually. You're quite a quiet person, and you usually keep a lot to yourself. But I think in this last year, you've kept a lot more to yourself because you're really feeling that difference. And it's kind of like, oh, if I say anything, people are going to disagree. I couldn't be bothered arguing. And a lot of people are saying things around you. I'm getting this. And you're like, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about. Like the way I think and the way I feel is another world away from you. So I'm getting that. Now, and pages are students as well, usually older children or teenagers. So for you, I'm getting this right back when you're a child, when you're a lot younger. You've always felt this kind of gap between you and I think family members, parents, older people, teachers. And you always questioned, you always said, oh, I don't know if that's true. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to think about it myself. And it's not about researching. It's about, just being by yourself as a child. I'm really seeing this, lying down somewhere on the floor and looking up to the ceiling and just contemplating life and the universe and all that kind of thing. And really just thinking, why am I here? What am I doing here? Why is this? Why is that? And what does that mean? And you always really, really question like that. So you've always been a very, 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 very deep thinker. And I think that sets you apart from a lot of people you've been around in your whole life. So now in this last year, I think it's even wider, this gap. It's become even wider. So you're keeping to yourself. You're usually quite quiet anyway. I'm getting that if that's you. But I'm getting you keeping to yourself even more. Keeping to yourself even more. And, I think I have to say this for someone. It's always going to be a bit like this for you because you've always been like that. You're always going to be like that. You're always going to feel a little bit different to other people. And that's okay. That's a good thing, actually. That's a good thing for you. You've got some kind of it feels like you've got some very special gift. It feels intuitive. And the fact that you're quieter and you're very thoughtful, I think that's going to help you with something in the future. So I don't know what that is. But I think also at the moment, I'm getting you being by yourself a lot more. Because I think for you, you absorb a lot. You don't say a lot. So you don't give out a lot of energy to other people, but you absorb a lot of energy. And you feel people's energy and all that kind of thing. And so at the moment, I think what's happening is it's just exhausting you. And it feels like you're just taking a break from all that right now. So if that's you, I think that's what's happening. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's okay. It doesn't matter if other people do it differently. It doesn't matter if everyone else is the life of the party all the time. If you're not like that, that's fine. And it's actually good. It's actually good. So embrace that difference. Okay, so I'm getting someone here that feels quite close to you, actually. Yeah, I'm getting a love connection, and I'm saying feels close. I'm saying feels close. So they feel close to you, but they're not as close as you'd like. That's kind of what I'm getting. And it feels like you both have problems opening up, maybe for different reasons and in different ways. You're both very different in a lot of ways, but you both have that kind of same problem. You struggle to open up to each other. I'm getting that. And I think for you, because I'm getting this difference in the way that you're so different, this intuitiveness and just the fact that you're very different from a lot of people, you're kind of used to not being understood, because of that, I think. And I think that might be part of why you hold back a bit, because, I think you used to be judged a lot for your opinions or for your ideas and things like that, maybe even laughed at. And so you held back on a lot of things. So I think that might be, maybe even subconsciously, you might not realise you're doing it. You might be holding back on a lot of things, without even realising it. So if that's you, just have a think about that. But yeah, it's almost like you both go backwards and forwards a bit, and it feels like you're really you're picking up on what they're doing because you're very intuitive. So when they pull back, you feel like, oh, I should pull back. And then when they come forward, you come forward. So I'm getting that kind of push-pull thing. And, you've got the Two of Pentacles right next to this as well. And that's very kind of up and down, push-pull and all that kind of thing. So, okay, I'm just looking at the Seven of Pentacles right now. And, this is all about building things up, growing, building up for the future, all that kind of thing. And I think what's happening is, because you're having this kind of thing with this person you're with, if that's you, and this kind of backwards and forwards. And I think you're contemplating all this and you're kind of thinking, well, can I actually build with this person? Is this someone I can see a future with? Because I want this. I want this stable future with them. I want that. But I can't have this backwards and forwards thing happening. That has to change because it feels really unstable. It feels really stressful to me. And, I want that to change because I want to build with them. So if that's the question you're asking, if that's you in that card, you've got the World next to this. So I think I'm getting some kind of opening up in some way. I don't know if they're going to totally open up and tell you what's happening, but they are going to open up in some way in the future. So you're going to feel a lot more comfortable around them in the future for some reason. It's not a total opening up, I should say. The World card usually is, but I'm not quite getting that because right next to the World card, you've got the King of Cups and he's very closed. So it's almost like they want to open up and they'll take you to a certain point, but they're not going to 100% full on open up right now. That's what I'm getting. Starting to open up, but not fully because of that King of Cups there. So that's kind of what I'm getting. There's a lot of pressure around them. It feels like there are a lot of eyes on them, actually. I don't know why that is. Maybe they're in the public eye, or maybe they're doing something where they feel like they're being watched. So there's all that kind of stress around them. There's a lot of work pressure there as well. I'm not making excuses for them, but there are lots of things there. But yeah, there is some kind of talk or something where they're going to open up to a certain point. And again, I don't think they're going to tell you everything, especially not right away, but it is going to make you feel a lot calmer and a lot happier and a lot more open with them. So I'm getting that. So I hope that makes sense to someone. All right, so the last card you've got down here for your past is the Lovers. So yeah, this is showing you that there's love between you. There's hope for this. There is. And I never say that. I never say, oh, sit around waiting. Oh, there's hope when there isn't. There is hope. You can see that. You've got the Lovers card. You've got the World card. So there is hope for this. So yeah, I think you're going to make a decision. I think after you talk to them and they do open up to that certain point, not fully, you're going to be able to make a decision, I think, around whether you're going to build with them or not. It does look positive, I have to say that. It does look very positive between you. Okay, all right. Now there's just something else here. Okay, I'm getting a loss. Right, so before I say any more about this, some people don't like these kinds of messages. This is about someone who isn't on this earth anymore. So, that's what this is, I think. So, if that's you, just go forward now, because I'm getting this. Someone needs to hear this, and I'm going to say this. So, okay. Now, this is someone, if this is for you, if this is making sense to you, or if it does when I say this, okay, so there's someone you really loved here. This is more of a platonic love. And yeah, a lot of people love them. I'm getting a male energy. And they had a way with words. I'm getting that. Not writing, I'm not getting that, but it's like I'm feeling very comfortable around them, around this energy. So I think they made people feel very comfortable with their words. You know, maybe they said a little joke, made them feel welcome, that kind of thing. They knew how to make people feel welcome and comfortable. I'm getting that feeling around them. So this is quite a popular person. And they had lots of friends, they had lots of people around them. I'm getting that. Okay, this is a little bit strange, but I'll just tell you what this is. I'm getting glass. I don't know why. It might be a window, mirror, something like that. Okay, there's something that someone should have, and it's gone to the wrong person. It used to belong to this male energy, this man here, and it's the wrong person has this. This is, yeah, it's heavy. I'm getting metal. Or something like that, something that's quite heavy. And it feels like it's valuable, I think, and the wrong person has this. Someone else should have this. I'm getting that very clearly. Someone else should have this thing. Yeah, maybe there was some kind of court case or litigation or something around possessions or something around the estate or something around when this person passed on. Because I'm getting lots of talking, I'm getting lots of arguing around this. And then, it feels like things were agreed on. They're all sorted out. You've got justice here too, so that's showing me that as well. But yeah, things were sorted out. But then after they're all sorted out, something went to the wrong person. I'm getting that really clearly over and over again. I'm getting that. So yeah, I don't want to say a lot more about this really, because it's difficult. But yeah, what I'm getting is they loved you. This person, they loved a lot of people. Very, very popular person. And they're a correct kind of person. They want everything to be where it's supposed to be. So that's why this is really bothering them. This thing being out of order, this thing going to the wrong person. So that's what I'm getting there for someone. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. Hopefully it will to someone, and hopefully that helps someone to sort something out about this thing, whatever that is, if you can. Okay, so I'm not going to say any more about that now. I'm going to move on from that message. Right, okay. Okay, the first card you've got for your present is this Two of Pentacles here. Up and down, backwards and forwards. So this is this love connection again here in this card. Yeah, not knowing where you are. It's really affecting you, actually. Really affecting you. It's affecting your balance. And I don't think people know how much this is affecting you, because again, you're a very quiet person. You keep a lot to yourself, because there's a lot going on in your mind, there's a lot going on in your heart, but you don't tell other people that, because you've got a very rich world inside you, a very rich imagination. But I think when it comes to things like this, problems, you keep that to yourself as well. So you're keeping a lot of stress in. This is what I'm getting. You're holding a lot in. And there's stress in a lot of different directions coming into you, I think. So you're holding it on in, but you're not letting it out. So if that's you, see if you can find some way to do that. Whether that's, I don't know, painting, running, I don't know, writing your feelings down. Whatever suits you, whatever you can think of that will suit you, to get all of that out. Because you need an outlet. And you can see, if you look at this man, he's trying to hold everything together, literally. So that's what you're trying to do. Hold everything together by yourself. And you're not sharing that with people. And I can see why you're not. But you need some kind of outlet, if that's you. Yeah, there's work pressure here as well. So yeah, there's a difficult person around your workplace as well. Someone who's a bit, I don't know, they're a bit nasty, a bit snooty, they look down on you, I'm getting that kind of thing. So, I can see why you don't want to be around people right now, because you're having problems with people everywhere. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. I can handle this myself. I'm keeping this to myself. So with these work problems, yeah, you've got your eye out, I think, for other jobs, I think, other opportunities. Yeah, if that's you, there's definitely something coming up for you. There's opportunities, actually, there's lots of them. But there's one that's coming up, the first one that comes up for you, it looks like you're going to, it looks like a trade-off, actually. You're going to be thinking, well, should I take this? I might be more balanced if I take this. There's less work here, there's less stress, but maybe I'll make less money if I do this. So I think that's the kind of trade-off I'm getting here. Okay, I just want to say this to someone, because I'm just looking at this man again in the Two of Pentacles, and he looks so exhausted, you know, and you know, you can't keep juggling like that forever, and you can't keep up with this stress you're in forever. So try not to make this decision about this new job or new opportunity. Try not to make that decision based on how stressed you are and how exhausted you are, or trying to get out of something. Don't say, oh, I've got to get out of this, I have to make a decision based on that. Okay, I hope this is going to make sense, but it's hard to put into words. But try and base your decision on where you'd like to be, ultimately, not where you're trying to get away from. And so doing that puts the decision into the place of the positive. I want to be here. I want this. Universe, I want to be here. Universe, I want this thing. This is where I want to be. Not universe, I want to get out of this old thing, because then you're focusing on the old thing. So make a decision based on where you want to be, not where you don't want to be. So I hope that makes sense to someone. But yeah, there are other opportunities coming up. I'm seeing lots of different ones. So, you know, there's no lack here. You know, there are different ones up ahead. And so I think you'll have to make a decision from a few different things here. So yeah, with the World card here and all that, opening up, lots of opportunities. Okay, this is for someone. See if you can get some time off, even if it's just for a day or something, just to clear your head. Because I think at the moment, your head feels very muddled. It's a bit like the Two of Pentacles. And you need to open your mind and have that a lot clearer. You need it to be a bit more like the World card, so that you can actually make a proper decision. So that's for some people. So I just wanted to say that. Okay, so with this World card, I think this person you're in a relationship with, if this is you, if you're in this relationship, this is when they're going to start to open up to you. Now, okay, again, they're not going to open up totally. They're really going to struggle to do that. So you're going to get part of an opening up. They're going to talk to you about part of this, but not everything. I just want to show you, just look at this across the middle. Look at this sequence. The 3 cards right in the middle across, starting with the World card. So this is where they are. They've got the World card. And they're looking one way, and they're looking across to the 7 of Pentacles. And they're thinking, yes, I love them. I want to build with them. I want them. But on the other hand, I'm a bit like the King of Cups. Every time I want to go close to them, every time I get closer and closer, that means I have to really open up and tell them what this big problem is. So then I go back toward the other side where the King of Cups is, and I close up again. So I think that's what's happening. Now, what I'm getting really clearly here is that they do love you. They do want to be with you. I'm getting something where they're going to come to you and they're going to make something clear to you. They're going to say something like, you know, it's something like, okay, I just want you to know, I do love you. I do want to build with you. I do see a future with you. There's a reason why I've been going backwards and forwards. All I want to tell you is it's not you. I don't want you to think it's because I don't like you, or I don't want you, or I'm going backwards and forwards, or I found someone else and I'm ghosting. It's not that. I absolutely 100% want to be with you. So I think that's going to make you feel a lot better. It's going to clear the air. With the actual thing, there is an actual thing beneath all of this that is bothering them. Now, eventually, I think they are going to tell you what this says. It's not going to happen for a long, 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 long time. I'm getting that really clearly here. I'm really surprised that the Knight of Pentacles isn't here, but it's not here. But yeah, with this, you can see this in the Two of Pentacles. There's an infinity symbol around these two coins. So you're going to be, if you're impatient, you're going to sit there and go, why aren't they telling me? Why aren't they telling me? Why aren't they telling me? I'm waiting forever. I'm waiting for an infinity to find this out. Don't be impatient, because they do love you, and it really, really doesn't matter. When you find out what this says eventually, and you will eventually, it has nothing to do with you. It's not a drama. It's not going to affect anyone. It's just something that affects something that's happened in their life. It looks like it might be in their past. I don't know, but it feels a bit like that. It doesn't affect your relationship at all. So, and they are going to tell you eventually, but just be a bit patient. If you do love this person, if you do want to be with them, they're going to show you that. They're going to tell you that they're interested, that they want you, that they want to build with you. And they think the world of you. You've got the World card here. You've got the Lovers here. So just know that. So yeah, when they have this conversation, you are going to feel a lot more stable around them, a lot better around them. Please try not to push this. Please try not to push this with them, because it's going to take them a long, long time. And I think for you, if you want to be with them, you've just got to, you've just got to accept that. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, right. So the first card you've got for your future is the Eight of Cups. Yeah. So this is right next to the Two of Pentacles. So this is about this work thing, I think. I'm getting that here. So, yeah, if this is you, if you're being quiet about this work thing and you're not saying about this new opportunity, you're looking for things, this is showing you that you're doing the absolute right thing in doing that. Because if you look at this man here in the Eight of Cups, he's walking away. He's leaving. So you're going to be able to leave where you are. You're going to be able to go to a new workplace if that's what you want to do. But he's doing it at night time when no one's around, or at twilight. So keep your head down. Keep this very, very quiet. Don't tell anyone what your plans are. Don't say anything to anyone. Just keep your head down. Just keep working. When the opportunities come in, just go say, oh, I've got a day off, or whatever you need to do to find the new ones. But don't tell anyone that you're looking, because again, look at this moon here. You've got this very, very kind of snooty, this person who looks down on you, this person who's a bit problematic around your workplace. You absolutely do not want them to find out what's happening. I'm getting that very clearly. But with anyone else as well, you don't want anyone to know that. But again, you've got lots of opportunities here. You are going to get out of where you are into something new. And again, you've got the King of Cups. He keeps things to himself. He's got all this, all this water around him, lots and lots of drama, wavy sea around him. But he's keeping quiet. He's just keeping to himself, keeping his head down, waiting for the opportunity, and then he leaves quietly. So that's what I'm seeing there. So you're absolutely right to keep that to yourself if that's what you're doing. Now, what I'm looking at now is, I'm just looking at this Eight of Cups, and I'm looking all the way down to the High Priestess. This is what I'm seeing for someone. Now, this is quite specific. It's about work again. This is turning into work at the end. I don't know why, but it just is. So someone has an ultimate life calling. And it's not any of these opportunities. It's not the job you're in. It's not, another job. It's something that's your life calling. It's something that ultimately you want to do. So you're going to these jobs, you've got these opportunities, but these things are not what you ultimately want to do if this is you. Now, what I'm getting here is, because if you look at the Eight of Cups again, this man's walking away, but he's wearing red. So he's walking to something he's passionate about. And I think ultimately you're going to walk into this thing that you're passionate about. Now I'm getting healing with this High Priestess. So someone is a healer. And I was getting all this right back in the Page of Wands, right back in your childhood, this intuitiveness, this deep thinking. this sensitivity, all of that around you, thinking in a different way. And I think for you, if this is resonating with you, it's leading to this healing. And the other thing I'm getting is being by yourself. It's all through this reading. So I think this is some kind of business where you're going to be healing or helping people by yourself. Now, it's not, because I'm getting all these opportunities here, it's not something that you're going to be able to do right away. It looks like you're going to have to do other jobs for money, and there are some good opportunities, and that's fine. You'll be quite happy doing that. But ultimately, you need to keep on focusing on this thing that you ultimately want to do. Because the world, just looking back at the world card again, people who are healers, people who do that kind of intuitive work, the world likes to get you away from that. The world likes to get you into money, into this, into that. And there's nothing wrong with money, but the world likes to get you away from that side of things. So don't lose sight of that. Keep that in your mind. Just do a little bit of work on that every day. Do some research. Keep on doing something every day toward that, and you'll eventually get there. That's for someone.